We are live doing another fantasy draft here. This is Thursday night. This league is called Double Trouble because every position is double. So we got 2 quarterbacks, 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 2 tight ends, 2 flex, and 2 super flex. So we'll be looking to get 4 quarterbacks and 2 tight ends, and of course 2 kickers and defenses. So the interesting thing with that is, since there'll be 24 starters for tight end, kickers, and defense, we're going to want to get 3 and then stream at least kickers and defense throughout the year. This is 1 point PPR, so the first guy I'm going to throw out is Jonathan Taylor. It's a $500 budget. So I've never done a $500 budget, so I'm not sure exactly what people are going to be going for. Usually I do 200 and I have a good sense, but $500 is going to be pretty crazy. Oh, sorry about that. In theory, it's like everyone's projected value should be about 2.5 times more than what it says, or a $200 budget. At least for the top guys, I would say maybe almost 3 times. And then the lower guys, it's only 2 times. But also with being 2 for sure quarterbacks and 2 super flex quarterbacks, people are going to have to put most of their money towards that, because you're going to want to start hopefully 4 quarterbacks. Since you're required to start 2 tight ends, I kind of want to go with the strategy of getting 2 top tight ends, and then you'll also need a 3rd tight end for the bye weeks. So I'll try to get someone, maybe like a Dalton Kincaid, Jake Ferguson, that can fill in bye weeks, or if there's an injury. The problem is these 2 both have the same bye week that I wanted. But I might still try to get them and just forego the week 8. As far as quarterbacks go, I'm going to have to see how high these top guys go, if they're going to be at $150 or so. I'm probably going to just try to get 4 mid-tier quarterbacks. It is only 4 points per. Wow, only $51 for CeeDee Lamb. Okay, we needed to see a quarterback. Yeah, that's what I was kind of waiting for, to see how much a quarterback will go for before I dive into these other positions. I would think they have to go for he should go for around $50, and then the top guy's $100 at least minimum. Let's see if anyone else jumps in here. Okay. I wanted to see if someone else would jump in or not. I mean, if I can get them for 50 or less, that's cool with me. So positions like quarterback, tight end, kicker, and defense, you're going to need extras for your bye week because there isn't enough to go around. Quarterbacks, at least you can put a flex guy there, but it's a big disadvantage. Obviously everyone can't get 4, so normally he goes around $30 in the Superflexes. So that would put it at about 75. Because I'm just going off of 2.5. And I'll take it to 60 for sure. I really want 2 top tight ends because the drop off from these, like, especially the top 3, but even if you get down to the Hawkinson, Laporta, Andrews, Kelsey, like the top 12, the drop off from them to once you start getting down to these guys, who people will have to start, is going to be massive. And that can put you at a big advantage compared to just the drop off of a wide receiver from top 10 wide receiver to a top 30 wide receiver. Well, I guess we're gonna see how much it's gonna cost me for my tight end. Normally it goes for around $25, so I'm expecting 60. Maybe because tight ends are going to be premium, that it'll be higher. This Blitzmaster guy is just really trying to run people up. Alright, 72. So, it is full point PPR too, so. Taylor. So Baker went for 75. No, 70. Mahomes went for 81. Alright, one quarterback down. It is only 4 points per passing touchdown. So I like Fields' rushing upside there. I probably will be trying to target guys that have some rushing upside since not getting as many points from the passers or passing touchdowns. Fields is kind of my home run pick that I'm going for. So if he rushes like he did in Chicago, then he can definitely put up some big numbers, top 10 quarterback numbers. And Barkley's projected 260, while Fields is projected 270. So even worst case, he's for 60 something bucks. He's a good flex guy. Okay, I'm just gonna speed this along. So Mahomes went for 81. I mean, theory, Burrow should be like 90 plus. So if I have 75 on each of my 3 remaining quarterbacks and then Bowers, that leaves me at $64. Thank you, Mario. Enough with these $1 bidding up to the range. We gotta just start higher. This is gonna go all night. Alright, I need to Burrows just went for 91, so that's kind of setting the market. I'll go up to 85 on him. Just kidding. Alright. He's yours. I just don't trust Dak and his injury history. has Baker and Chase. Arian has CD, Bijan, and Barkley. Okay, so that range settles out at around 60s. So I can probably go up to about 85 on Allen and then make up for it with those kind of quarterbacks. But he should be in the 90s. Wow, 103. Lamar at 91 was a good price. Burrow is... basically could have had Baker and Herbert or Dak for the price of Allen. Ice Run Mario, interesting strategy, going for the top two quarterbacks. And he's spent 40% of his budget so far on them. So with Darnold projected 231, you're basically getting an equivalent to T. Higgins, Ladd McConkey, someone of that level. So at that point you gotta kind of compare them and for their Superflex position. I'm sure you can probably get Higgins and McConkey for less than Darnold will go for. Because everyone's going to spend their money on quarterbacks. Let's see, Bo Nix will probably go for around 80s. Full Tank Jake doesn't have anyone yet. Blitzmaster has Burrow. Game Changer doesn't have anyone yet. He has Baker and Chase. Okay, more than I wanted, but I at least have 2 quarterbacks. Ooh, $30. Alright. I had him maybe at like 15 to 20. I want someone else to take over the bidding here. I was gonna say, if it stalls out in the teens, I'll take them, but I don't really want them. And I'll go up to 30. I mean, he should be like $50. It's kind of ridiculous that Henry went for 64 and HN has a lot higher upside in full point PPR than Henry. But I have my own strategy, so he's not part of it. If you weren't committed to getting 4 quarterbacks, you could build a pretty solid team of running backs and receivers. Having like CD, Taylor, HN. Getting all these guys for an average of $55 or so, stacked together, 7 of them. But you would be struggling with your quarterback. got the Dolphins going now. Just waiting at one point for no one to bid on that, and I get stuck with them. So 3 people have 2 quarterbacks so far. 1, 2, 4 people have 1. I already have a guy on week 12 bye week, which sucks. I have week 12 and week 9. But it's going to be too hard to try to split your bye weeks up with this demand in quarterbacks. I go up to 90 and then that'll be my max. And the way he slowed down in the 80s, I thought I might have been able to get him. Kinda wild. Lamar only went for 91. That doesn't look all bad now. $99. Ice cold tea. It's Mahomes and Daniels. We're going to see kickers go for a little bit more probably, because that's when you need to get different bye weeks, because you're starting 2 kickers. So that means 24 kickers will be starting each week, and once bye weeks hit, probably aren't finding one on the waiver wire. Making them pay at least 100. I didn't expect to get him or really want him for in the 90s, but I wanted to make him pay extra. Okay, we're going with Goff. At this point, it's any quarterback I can get under 70 I'll take for my final two. Too much. If it was 6 points per passing touchdown, I would pay this, but if he has any regression in his passing this year, then he's not going to be very fantasy viable compared to most quarterbacks. I mean, even for my fourth QB, I would take Trevor Lawrence. If I need to, Stroud or Young. I might just throw out Trevor Lawrence next. I still have all. I wish I would have threw out Trevor Lawrence now. Try to get him at a cheaper price. I'm gonna throw these three out next time. One of these three, whoever's left. So this is where you start kind of having to do the math for your Superflex spots of would Justin Jefferson, is it better to spend the money there? But when he's going for $70, I'd rather just have the quarterback. Come on, let's get back to quarterbacks. Until I get my two other quarterbacks, I don't know how much I can spend on these guys. this is such a good price. Malik Neighbors went for 57. Same price as CD, but that was very early. We're bumping it up. I gotta be careful not to bump it up too high. These guys are only gonna go for 50 bucks or so. Potentially. You can really build a good team around like these $50 players, getting Jacobs and Collins, CD, Neighbors. You could, HN. You could have Jacobs, HN, Collins, Neighbors, and CD. And Taylor, like those 6 guys for 300 bucks. If you could find 2 cheap quarterbacks, that would play out pretty well. Let's speed this up. Come on, people. It's getting ridiculous going up $1 for a $50 player. Thank you, Mario. It's kind of crazy. It's like they're either worth $50 or they're worth 70 plus. These players, like, there's no one really. It's just always a big jump up. Oh, here's Bowers. I do have Kittle to fall back on, but let's see if the market changed any more than the McBride one, because this ice cold tea guy really wants him. I paid up to 72 for McBride. Alright, you can have him for 81. I got Kittle to fall back on, so. Or Laporta. I guess I don't really want Laporta because he's also week 8. And then I would be okay with getting Njoku, Evan Ingram. Having those guys have 2 options. If Bowers didn't have the week 8 bye week, the same as McBride, then I probably would have went higher on him. But having 2 guys on 2 tight ends on the same bye week when you gotta start 2 tight ends would be rough. I'd be starting backup players that you'd be lucky to get a point or 2 out of. Alright, we're going to Trevor Lawrence. Oh, never mind, we're doing Kyler Murray. Alright, me and Blitzmaster are gonna go up one by one for the next 2 minutes. See how the quarterback is. Burrow. He's got Burrow and Kelsey and a kicker so far. Week 8 bye week, so I don't have any week 8 guys yet, so you'd be primed to get. Are you kidding me, Blitz? Alright, $76. I'll take that for Kyler. He gets those extra rushing yards, that really helps. Pair him with McBride, now I got a little duo. Problem is I can't have Lawrence now probably because he's week 8 also. How many bench spots do we get? Let's bring up the settings here. We get 6 bench spots. One will probably have to be a kicker, one with the defense, tight end. Alright, I like that. Now I have the Bo Nix, I have an Ingram connection. Filled my second tight end slot. For $25, that's pretty good. Considering, I mean, normally he's only going for $5 to $8 or so in a Superflex league, but since it's this, I'm playing this like tight end premium because you have to start 2, and there's probably going to be some people that don't even have starter quality guys, so that's why I also want to get one more tight end. So even on their bye weeks, I got a good option. Ferguson, Kincaid, Goddard, or Njoku. I don't trust Tucker Kraft There's Mark Andrews. We'll see what Cal goes for, but he'll probably be too expensive. Otherwise, there's Kyle Pitts, or as kind of a take a chance on me guy. Jackson Smith and Jigba. Alright, I'll take him for 31. That's a pretty good deal to me. There's really not that much of a drop off from Brown. He outscored Brown by 40 points last year. He's projected 9 less, so they probably will end up pretty similar just because Brown has more weapons around him. Week 9, 12, 8. I'm on to 75, and then I'll give away. Still Purdy, May, McCarthy, Stroud or Young, worst case. Dude makes one long kick and it's all hyped up. $3 isn't bad though. Two I'm not really interested in. I'm interested to see how high he goes. I'd rather have Bryce Young or CJ Stroud over him. Tua going for 59. Just had to fill my queue with all of the quarterbacks. Basically, that's all will be thrown out once I get my 4. Yeah, people are starting to get desperate now. Purdy and McCarthy left. Oof. Let's look at the position draft grid. Oh, here's Purdy. He'll probably go in the 80s, just like the other guys, because people are desperate. So far, this terrific guy doesn't even have 1 yet. Neither does the 400, 160, 80 guy. Come on, I know someone's gonna keep bidding, so quit waiting until 4 seconds. Game Changer has 1 so far. Blitz has 1. Boom, got him. Alright. We're gonna throw out JJ McCarthy. My max is $56 right now, so alright, so with quarterbacks, we were able to get all different bye weeks. Kyler Murray, Brock Purdy, Bo Nix, and Justin Fields. So 3 solid mid-tier guys, and then Justin Fields is a pretty good high risk, high reward type player. If he rushes a lot, then he can easily be up there with that second tier quarterbacks. Really would like him, but 6 would be my limit. McCarthy went for 74. So yeah, I would rather had McCarthy and Aubrey over him, but unfortunately I don't have enough money to bid on Kittle. So yeah, with 70 bucks left, it's going to be a pretty boring rest of the draft right now. Oof, that's rough. Kittle went very cheap. I'd rather have him than for 46 than my McBride guy, but it is what it is. So let's see, Blitz has 2 quarterbacks. Megatron only has 1. Ice Run. Mario only has 2. Air Raid has 2. I suppose I can just look at who has flex guys. So it's just me that has more than 2 quarterbacks. This is the commissioner, I believe. This guy. He's got 2 good value running backs, but doesn't have a quarterback yet. He's probably one of the few that has experience in these $500 budget drafts, so be interesting to see how his team turns out. And you can count on that to keep happening probably, where these low tier quarterbacks are being drafted for mid-tier pricing at the bare minimum because people are going to be desperate. Pretty much at this point I'm just going to be bidding everyone up to about $15. If I can get a couple guys for 15 that are decent. I need 2 running backs and a wide receiver. So definitely running backs. I'll be bidding up to $15. Wide receiver's easier to fill. I don't expect to get any, but at least not until we're down to like the 4th or 5th tier. Good old lad McConkey. I wish these people would just bump up their pricing off the bat. I can't afford to throw out a higher number in case I accidentally get them and blow my whole budget. But I feel really good about my JSN for $31. He scored 253 last year, projected 221, so he's right on par with Ladd and AJ Brown, and Brown went for 40. McConkey's gonna go for 39.40. So it seems I found a good deal on him, which is good since I bid on him earlier than planned. I might have to start going to $6 on these kickers and defenses to make sure I get 3 of them. So would that be $36? That'd be half my budget. Oh man. Here we go, someone else throwing a quarterback out. That's what I need. More people to throw these quarterbacks out, get people to spend their money. This is exactly why I wanted to get my 4 quarterbacks as early as possible, because these guys are going to keep going up into the 70s. And Justin Fields is going to look like a steal at 64. Kyler Murray is going to look like a steal for 76. And I'd much rather have Purdy and Bo Nix for the prices they're going at. Compared to people like Penix and Caleb Williams and Russell Wilson and Geno Smith and what they're going to go for. Alright, gotta get ready. Okay, wow, 26-30. I would have been pretty disappointed if Hawkinson went for the same as Ingram. Now this is a real interesting one here. Daniel Jones, very bottom of the barrel, picking from. See how high he goes. Because you gotta remember, you have to have 3 just to have your bye weeks covered or an injury, because there ain't going to be any quarterbacks on the free agents or waivers. Daniel Jones, not someone you're going to want to throw into your flex, but you just need a backup for your top 2 quarterbacks in this scenario. If you knew he was starting the whole year, he could have a decent season like he did a few years ago with the Giants, because he would put up some rushing numbers. He could easily rush for 450 yards or so, but just at any point Richardson could step in and be their quarterback too. So it's kind of the same thing with Russell Wilson. If they're having a rough season, they could easily go to the rookie and Jackson Dart. $50 for Daniel Jones. Let's see where Blitzmaster is. He has Burrow, McCarthy, Kelsey, Laporta, Kittle, Penix, and Jones. Okay, so he's kind of thinking similar to me, where he wanted to get quality tight ends, but he actually got 3 of them, and I like that because it's going to screw someone else out of a quality tight end and make our advantage even bigger. He probably did a better way by getting number 3, number 5, I don't know, number 3, number 4, and number 6 tight end, instead of having the number 2 and number 10, and then I'll probably have number 9 or so, and if I can get a Joku, hopefully, but people might be desperate for him, so I don't know if I'll get him. Alright, sweet, Caleb Williams is out there. Just need more quarterbacks to go. Make other people spend their money. $60. Game Changer only has 1 quarterback, so he's going to be desperate. Full Tank Jake, he's only got 1, he'll be desperate, and Air Raid has 2. Alright, Caleb Williams officially went for more than Brock Purdy. He has officially gone for more. Come on, one more bid. Well, alright, he's officially gone for more than Bo Nix and Kyler Murray and Brock Purdy. He's got more than Baker Mayfield for 70 was a good deal. He's got more than Patrick Mahomes. Jared Goff. Jordan Love. Wow. Mark Andrews has gone for really cheap in every draft I've done. Like regular Superflex, people are getting them for like $5 when the guys above them are 10 plus. It's not that big of a drop off to them, but I still can't get over Caleb Williams going for $88. Makes me can't wait to get the next round of quarterbacks out there. Ooh, Jackson Dart. if you had late bye week guys like week 12 or 14, it's a good flyer. But everything I've read is Russell Wilson will be their starter, so for how long, we'll see. Alright, sweet. CJ Stroud. I'm going to throw Wilson out next time and we'll compare, see what. That'll show the difference of what everyone in the chat or the league thinks. I know I wouldn't bet on Wilson because you don't know, especially even just as a backup, because if you have I'd only use them for a backup for an early bye week guy, like a week 5 or something. I expect Dart maybe by their bye week to take over. But by then, yeah, I guess all the other ones have had their bye week, so. Okay, let's see. 72, 73. Alright, CJ Stroud into the 80s. $81, alright. I much prefer Bo Nix for 83 over him, so I like that deal. Wouldn't be nice to be able to bid on Chase Brown, but I'm going to be priced out. Alright, I will be back in about 90 seconds. Use the bathroom. Don't think I'm going to be bidding on anyone anyway, so be right back. Alright, I am back. And I love seeing Bryce Young out there. Going for $75 is great. Oh, someone else threw Russell Wilson out there. So let's see, I only missed Kenneth Walker for 23. I'm hoping I can get Zach Charbonnet. He'll get more reps, I think, than people expect. Supposedly it'll be kind of a timeshare fully between those two, so Walker will probably keep getting the red zone carries, but Charbonnet will be there getting receiving yards, receptions. So I'll take the discount price on Charbonnet. Sorry, got some popcorn. Try to eat a little here while we watch Russell Wilson go for a pretty cheap amount. Okay, that's better. He should at least get to the 40s, like. If you would have just drafted Wilson and Jackson Dart, put you at like $60 in the end, but probably would be the cheapest quarterback out there, but you're also stuck using that roster spot. In a league where you're going to need an extra tight end, extra defense, extra kicker, probably the bunch spots are pretty valuable in this one, if you can get decent people. This is an interesting throwout. Someone apparently thinks that he's gonna be cut, maybe? And then go to another team, but even then he's their backup. Probably unlikely Joe Flacco makes it through the year. I could see him maybe starting through week 8, and then their bye week they bring in Sanders or whoever their other quarterback is, but even so, it's outside of the bye week filling for your quarterback slot, you would never start him. Maybe in Superflex over someone pretty bad. Come on, keep bidding, keep bidding. Alright, Geno Smith in the mid-70s. I was hoping he would reach 77 or so. So Lawrence for 75, Geno for 73. He's got his two quarterbacks. Oof, right away, 30. Interesting. I mean, after Kamara went for 25, you probably could have got him for a few bucks cheaper. Okay, so full tank, and this Money's terrific team. Still, each and Megatron each only have one quarterback. Handful of people only have two. Marvin Harrison for 25. Good job throwing another quarterback out there. We still have 1, 2, 3. We still have 4 more. Be interesting if he gets some starts. He'll definitely outplay that money in just a few weeks, but Ice Run Mario needs to hope he takes over that starting job by week 6, because he has Allen and Jackson both on bye week. If I was him, I would have just at that point targeted all week 7 bye week players, punt that week, and then try from there. Could throw out Just make sure everyone realizes that we're just about out. Make them pay up. Make them desperate for these last 3 of them, 4 of them. $76 for Stafford. I wish Wilson would have waited longer. Oof, that's tough to see. That's why I've been avoiding Rams this whole year, because I don't trust Stafford A to even be ready for the week 1. Probably will be, but even if he's not, to make it through the whole year, and I think there's going to be such a downgrade with Jimmy G. Garrett Wilson for 20 pains me. Really wish I had another $50 just to be able to get some of these guys that are really cheap. I'm hoping I can jump back in around Calvin Ridley, Jacoby Myers, DK Metcalf. What's up with Juwan Jennings? Oh shit, it's Njoku. I was hoping to get him a little cheaper. He's uncertain for week 1. Okay, I did like him, but won't be able to afford him. I am very high on Njoku this year. As long as Flacco's playing, he has been really good. Basically, as long as Watson's not playing, so. Young quarterbacks usually target the tight end a lot, so even if Sanders takes over at some point, he should be good. But I don't have $35 to use on a backup tight end. So I'll probably try to target and get Zach Ertz, Hunter Henry, Cade Otton, even Dalton Schultz. I'll have to look at bye weeks in a little bit here. As far as I'm concerned, Rattler, yeah, he lost the quarterback position. So, if these people want to spend $20 on a backup QB, backup on their own team, then go for it. I don't think he has. Okay, so he has Mahomes, Daniels, Puka, Taylor, Bowers, Njoku, and Bryce Young. Okay, good. And I was gonna say, if someone got him for 7, that would be kind of annoying. Alright, let's throw out Aaron Rodgers. Gotta keep this quarterback train rolling. After him, there's only Rattler and Cam Ward left. He actually did not have that bad of a season last year for what everyone makes him out to have had. Like, considering he's ranked as one of the lowest quarterbacks in this, like, his points last year was pretty on par with some of the other guys of what they're projected in the mid-tier. But being on Pittsburgh this year, they're just going to run the ball like crazy. He's trying to get a fourth quarterback, that bottom guy, and he's trying to get a third quarterback. $80, so... Baker, Love, Chase, Cook, Rodgers, and Stafford. Go up to 15 and hand it off. I'm hoping someone else throws out Cam Ward so I can throw out Rattler. I don't know if anyone else is going to throw Rattler out otherwise, but ideally both of those guys would be thrown out, and then I can throw out Shedeur Sanders or Jimmy Garoppolo. Otherwise I'll move on to tight ends and make people start bidding for them. Yeah, I'd rather have Garrett Wilson for 20 there. Oh, there's Cam Ward. Perfect. DJ Moore and Marvin Harrison, both of them for 25. Alright, we got 3 people battling it out. This full tank Jake, if he doesn't get him, he's stuck bidding for Spencer Rattler as his second quarterback, and oh boy, these guys are desperate. Oh man. this. Okay, that must be him. $92. Oh man. I'm gonna do this to make the chat a little bigger. Problem with him is, even if you're trying to get a bye-week fill-in guy, like, he might not even be their quarterback at that point. But you gotta take your shot. Alright, well, quarterback fun is pretty much over now. We have three people with $200+ left. So, let's see. Three people with 100, and then everyone else is low.